Hello Sagittarius, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. Welcome to Fire Day. How are you, Sag? Thanks so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. So last week, Sag, we did oracles and tarot. This week we're just going to do tarot, but we're going to do two hands. So that's what I like to do in order to get as much energy as I can for you. Look, sometimes these two readings back to back, sometimes they will follow each other, so they will be like two parts of one reading, but sometimes they are completely different. So that's what I'm looking for, and that's why I do the two hands. So let's take a look here. For you, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. And if you've been here before, you know that I always read for the week ahead, but it is always for the week ahead whenever you find it, whether that is today, tomorrow, or next year. It's always going to be for the week ahead. So let's find out what's going on for you in the week ahead, please. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you are brand new, I hope you'll say hello in the comments. Thank you for your thumbs up if that's what you intend to do. I appreciate you. Tell me about Sagittarius, please. I'm your Saggy sister, by the way. It's in my rising. Tell me about Sagittarius. What's coming up for the week ahead, Sagittarius? Sag, I feel like you're waiting on something here. It feels like you're waiting for something to arrive. It feels like you're getting impatient, though. It feels like it is impatience. You've already made the decision that you want the expansion. You want to expand. You want to see what's out there. And you're wondering, should I wait? How much longer should I wait for these ships to come in? How much longer should I wait for what it is that I want? I don't think you should wait at all. I'm never going to tell you to wait, Sag. Tell me why the Three of Wands is here. What is Sag waiting on, please? We do have the Magician. So you're waiting on magic. You're waiting on a manifestation. And, you know, the thing is I feel like whatever you want wants you, but I feel like you're getting tired of waiting for it, Sag. You're like, where's mine already? But I feel like you are in the Magician energy, which means you do have all the tools, and it is up to you as to which tool you use first, right? Whichever ace you use, right? And I feel like I'm going to say that I feel like you're close to your manifestation. I feel like you see it in the distance. You know that it's there. Maybe you feel it, but you can't see it. We do have the Three of Pentacles. It is coming to the 3D world here. So it's like, you know, the Magician is like whatever is above, so below. It's like we're bringing it from the 5D into the 3D, and that's the proof right there. The 3D is right there. The Three of Pentacles. It feels like it's a partnership, my friend. What else do we have here? I just saw the Cancer card of the Chariot pop out, but there was a bunch of cards with it, so I didn't take it, but we'll keep that in mind. We do have the Five of Wands. I feel like even though you have manifested this, it's almost like you don't believe that it's yours. When I see the Five of Wands, it is lack, and it's lack in indecision. You can't make a decision about something. It's like some days you're like, yep, this manifestation is coming in. I deserve it. I know that it's arriving. It's like you're very confident that it's going to arrive. And on other days you're in indecision. Well, maybe there's a lot of competition out there. Maybe that's why my manifestation hasn't arrived yet. And I want to say that that if you don't believe that you can have it, that would really put a delay on it. So if you want it, you can have it, but you have to believe that you're worthy of it. And the Magician knows their worth because they do have all the tools that they need, right? So all of us are the Magician. Every single one of us on the earth are a magician, but we don't believe we have the tools. People tell us, put the tools away. Those are evil. Some people in religion will tell people who are spiritual, who feel like the Magician, they'll tell them, put away those tools. And people told me that all my life. Put away those tools. Nobody wants to see those tools. Those are evil tools. And so I feel like that some days you feel like you're on top of the world. Like, yeah, I've made up my mind. I want this manifestation. In other words, in other days, I want to say that the Five of Wands is here, that you feel like, no, it's not for me. It's not for me. Maybe it's not for me and it never was. Maybe I don't belong here. The Eight of Cups is the place for me. When I see the Eight of Cups in the upright, it's like, maybe I don't belong here. Maybe I should go out and find the other two cups like everybody is telling me to do. Sometimes, too, with the Eight of Cups, it's like, I don't want to settle for anything. So I feel like there is somebody here, I feel like I'm connecting with a Sagittarian energy who really wants what they want. They know what they want. They've been manifesting what they want. And then partway through, they're like, no, it's not for me. Maybe it was never for me. And then you walk away from it. You release it. So I feel like the universe is kind of confused about what it is that you want, because I feel like on some days you feel like, yep, you want it. And on other days you're like, well, maybe it was never for me anyway. And so you feel like you stop remembering that you have worth, that you are the Magician. Tell me about the Three of Wands. We do have the Star, but I feel like you're still hopeful. I feel like you're hopeful that somebody is going to take action, because I feel like what you're trying to manifest is a partnership. Now, the partnership, I think, is what you're manifesting. Pentacles are not cups. This is not love, right? I feel like it's a partnership. Like you just wish you could have someone to hang out with, someone to go to movies with, someone you can travel with, like a partnership, a friendship, right? Somebody who you're really close with, that you could tell all your secrets to. Could be a best friend, possibly. It doesn't have to be love, but a partnership, lots of things start in Pentacles. Start with moving slowly, getting a foundation. I feel like you're really hopeful that the King of Wands is going to come around. Now, the King of Wands is someone who is the go-getter, right? They always get what they want. The King of Wands nothing stands between the King of Wands and what they want, only certain death. The King is always going to get what they want. And I feel like there is somebody here that you're hopeful that this King of Wands is going to come in. I feel like the King of Wands, because it shows up touching the Magician here, and I feel like the King of Wands is who you're manifesting. So if it isn't an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo, it's somebody who's very fiery, very good looking, someone who's a leader, someone who's a go-getter. Like, it feels like that kind of energy. Because yes, this is a person, but this can also be an energy, right? We do it. Wow. We have the Queen of Wands. So I think that what you're hopeful about, that there is going to be, that you are going to have a reunion with this king, because there you are Sagittarius, right? And that's what the Queen of Wands is. And so I feel like, I want to say that you've got your back turned to the King of Wands, Sag. I feel like you've carried on. I feel like you have stopped waiting. I want to say you've carried on into the future. But it always to me looks like she's got the wind at her face. And so I feel like you are carrying on and doing whatever it is you want to do to bloom, to grow. I feel like you're very independent. You might be an entrepreneur, someone who has your own business, but I just think that you run your life in fire. So I want to say that you are the go-getter. You're the person that's like, fine, you don't want to help me bring the stove upstairs? I'll do it myself. Like, a very independent, can do your own thing. This person's also been through a lot of stuff, and I think that you've realized that that you can get through it no matter what. These two, both of these signs are very resilient. They're very resilient. They're forged through fire. Things that came to kill them only made them stronger. So I feel like your hope is that this person's going to finally get their head on straight, and that they're going to chase you, because your back is to the king. I feel like you want the king to pursue you. I feel like you do want a brand new beginning here. So the Fool is where you are at the beginning of a new chapter, when you don't have any knowledge of where you're going, what you're doing, what's going to happen, right? The Fool takes a very few things with them on the journey. The Fool is it's card number 0. The Fool is card number 0, and that is an indication that we're at 0 again, that everything is possible and nothing is possible. It's like whatever happens, right? So the Fool energy, when it shows up, is about going on some sort of a new chapter that maybe you didn't have all the answers before you jumped in, but that's the Queen of Wands, not scared of a damn thing. The Queen of Wands is just going to jump right in, have a new start, open a new chapter. And so I think you did that. I think you have your back to the king, and you're like, fine, the king doesn't want to show up, that's fine. I'm just going to make the best of it here. We've got the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Why does Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, please? Oh, interesting. So I feel like what you did is you decided to take a check inward, I want to say. The Queen of Pentacles, when she's in the upright, to me is, stable and sturdy. She's got all of her own money in place. She's very good with money. She's Capricorn, right? But of course, we're in a general reading, so Taurus and Virgo as well. But this person is somebody who I think is an overgiver, somebody who's always giving to this one, that one, that one. Like, this person in this beautiful dress will climb up on a ladder and help the person next door clean out their eaves troughs while they watch their kids. Like, this person is an overgiver. They will help anybody do anything. But I think for a moment here, that the Fool is I feel like at the new beginning here, you check inward and you're like, no, I think I'm going to keep it for myself. I think I'm going to keep my funds for myself. I'm going to make sure that that I'm sturdy, stable, and grounded for me, not for anybody else. I feel like you were about to head out on some sort of a new path here, or you did. I feel like you did head out on a new path here. So what about this King and Queen of Wands? Because I feel like you're still manifesting, in this read anyway, you're still manifesting the king. What happens to these two? Excuse me. We have the Four of Cups, we have the Two of Wands, and we have the Ace of Cups. I feel like the king is in a preparatory state right now. I feel like the king is preparing to fly, preparing to pick up to pick a path and go with it, because there's 2 wands here, one in the king's hands, one in the queen's, and then we have 2 wands here. Yeah. So it does feel like that the king is preparing, I want to say, after a time of, I think, being in the comfort zone, wherever that was for the king, being in the comfort zone here, maybe getting a little bored of it. I feel like the king is about to pick a path and pursue the Ace of Cups. Tell me more about this, please. We have the 4 of Swords, the King of Pentacles. Isn't that interesting? So we have 2 people in fire, 2 people in Pentacles. So this really is a soulmate connection here. This is a soulmate, 2 people who belong together. That's what it feels like. And we have many soulmates in our lives. Look, we don't just have one, so don't get stuck to just one. But I feel like the 4 of Swords being in the reverse tells me that this person wants to reconnect to you. They want to reconnect. I feel like they're going to show up, rather than showing up as the King of Wands, they're going to show up as the King of Pentacles. Someone who's ready to settle down, grounded, solid, moving slowly. Somebody who is the master manifester. Someone who always has opportunity available, Same with the Queen. But I feel like you're in this energy of, I'm not giving away my energy anymore. I'm not over giving to anybody anymore. I need to keep it for me. But guess what? Guess who shows up? The King of Pentacles is showing up. I feel like you are going to get some sort of communication or a messenger, maybe a friend of both of you, somebody who knows you both. The messenger of fire is the one who is ready to be fun, free, is ready to pick a new path, have excitement and fun, follow their heart, follow their passions. Tell me what happens here in the future, please, with Sagittarius and the King. A Tower, a realization. When this message comes in, it's a realization that the King never forgot about you, Sag. I feel like you are going to have some sort of an intuitive notion is going to be realized. Yep, the Sun is here. You're about to see everything that you didn't see before. You're about to see it all. I was saying intuitive notion. There it is. The High Priestess. Sag, I feel like I've always said this to you, that Sagittarius is quite spiritual, quite psychic in most cases, and you're always in the service of others. I want to say that you're about to have a breakthrough next week and a realization, and that is that the King never forgot about you. I think that you thought the King had forgotten about you. The King is about ready to make a decision. He's preparing right now, actually, feminine or masculine, he or she is preparing right now to come forward with an Ace of Cups. They want to know if you still have feelings for them. I feel like they've been healing all this time. So that's probably what the delay is. That this person has been healing and is ready to come forward. But I feel like I'm not really sure if you're going to take their call, their text, whatever it is, because I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, it tells me that you are sort of keeping to yourself in your own lane. What happens here? It's taken a long time, but Temperance is here. There we go. We were just talking about Temperance. So yeah, it feels like after going back and forth, this person is bringing you an opportunity that I feel was never not on the table. I want to say this person has always had something on the table for you. I feel like it's been an opportunity. Yeah. And I feel like it's about to come to fruition, because this is divine timing, right? It's the moment of alchemy when this person shows up. Bottom of the deck, they're coming to get the Empress. Absolutely. That's what it looks like here. So we do have Sagittarian energy. We have the Sun. There's a breakthrough here with the Tower. The Tower brings everything to the ground, and now you can see everything for what it was. We have Pisces energy here, Scorpio. We do have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We have more Aries energy here. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and we also have Aquarius energy here. All right. Second hand, Sag. Oh, Libra and Taurus here as well. All right. Let's find out what's going on in the second hand for you, Sag. Sagittarius, if you are interested in a private reading, please know that I do have a sale on right now, 10% off of all of my services. And just look into the comment section right at the very top. I've pinned a comment. Everything's there. It goes on until the end of the month. Here we go, Sag. Let's find out what's going on for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up for Sag in the week ahead, please? Something is growing. We have Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is about waiting. It's also about picking a path, like picking a path and then sticking with it, right? Because this is Pentacles, moving slowly, waiting, being patient. This is also being very practical and preparing for whatever's coming up. And you don't care how long it takes. you just want to be prepared, and you want to be very practical about whatever it is that you're growing here. I feel like you are growing pentacles, or you are growing in your pentacle world. I feel like things are expanding for you. I feel like your money's on point. So I want to say for some of you that if you have been at the Two of Pentacles, like if you've been struggling for finances, I feel like your finances, Sagittarius, are about to grow. They're about to start growing. Maybe not significantly, depending on where you are already at in your pentacles, but I feel like it's growth nonetheless. All right, we do have the Three of Pentacles. Very interesting. We have the Three of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Wands. Why is that? Just need more information. Tell me about Sag. Why is the Ace of Wands here with the Three of Pentacles? We've got the Queen of Coins and the Chariot. Very interesting. So I want to say that you have grown. And I also want to say that you have grown to a place where I feel that you know your worth, Sagittarius, and I don't feel that you are ready to embark on any sort of relationship that is not going to be reciprocal. This here, if it's either the Knight of Wands or the Ace of Wands, tells me that you were in a situationship, a friends with benefits situation. The Three of Pentacles to me is always going to be friends, friends of friends, friendships, community. You're on my team, I'm on your team. This is someone that you already know in the pentacle world, and I feel like there was some sort of passion that was going on here. I feel like you felt that it was going to turn into a long-term relationship. I don't think that it did. I'm going to say, I feel like you ended up on your own, because the Queen of Coins is looking back. It's almost like looking back at the nostalgic time. Like I was waiting for it to turn into a long-term relationship. 7 and 3 is 10. And it never did. It stayed in fire. And then somebody left. That's what it feels like here. You were hoping for the Ten of Cups, but the Ten of Cups didn't happen, Sag. Somebody was just passing through. I want to say it could have been a Cancer, maybe a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, possibly an Aries. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles, please, or the Ten of Pentacles here. We do have the Nine of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands. There it is. I feel like somebody here, like we now have the Ace and the Knight of Wands. I feel like somebody decided to leave. They made a decision. I don't think they ever intended on staying permanently with a long-term relationship. I feel like they intended on it to stay as a situationship for a long time. And I think they would have been in had you decided you wanted to stay in the situationship. But I feel like the situationship is unstable. And I feel like you're showing up here as the queen, right? The one who is asking or wanting for stability, wanting things to move a little slower, wanting things to be a little more grounded, maybe to settle down. And I feel like somebody decided against it, that they didn't want it. And I don't think it was you. So the Knight of Wands, I feel like you still think about this. I still think that you think about the fire you had with this person. So I don't know that you're having, well, maybe you are, maybe looking back and thinking about, you know, this could have been a really good Ten of Pentacles relationship, like a really good long-term relationship. But I feel like you keep dreaming about this person. You know, there are times where you two were in passionate moments, I feel, sort of creep in on your day, creep in on your thought pattern here. We do have the Five of Cups, and we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So I do feel that the thoughts that you have are thoughts of regret, that you wished it would have worked out. You wish that instead of it being the Seven of Pentacles and the Three, a partnership that you were waiting on, you were wishing for the 10, which is the long-term relationship. So I feel like with the Knight of Wands here, I feel like you still are in regret that things didn't work out. I feel like you're stuck in a cycle in your head. You can't stop thinking about it. You won't let yourself go from it. It feels like that you feel as though that if you think about it long enough and hard enough, that this person is just going to show up again. I feel like there is going to be some sort of reconnection, because that's what the Five of Coins is. It's like no longer feeling in lack. And by the way, as a reader, whenever I see 1 5, it is lack. When I see 2 5s, it feels like a speed bump to me. It's like you can let go of this if you want to, but you're choosing not to let it go. So it feels like this is supposed to be over lickety-split, like really quick, because 5s are quick change, but I feel like you won't let it go. I feel like you're choosing to hold on to it, hoping for some sort of reconnection, that this person will show up again and want to magically have the Ten of Pentacles with you. I feel like you're hoping, wishing that they're going to show up with an excuse as to why they ran, and this Ace of Pentacles in hand. You're hoping that they're going to give you reciprocal energy here. And what's going to happen? What is going to happen? Is there going to be a return? Will there be a return of this person to Sagittarius? You don't know. It's unsure. And okay, we've got reunion. It feels like this person is going to come back, but I want to say that their intentions are not going to be clear to you as to what they want here, Sag. With the moon energy, it's like things are not as they seem. When this person shows up with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, wanting to talk and wanting to invest, things are not as they seem. I feel like with the moon energy, what you don't see is that things become pretty heavy pretty quick, that you end up carrying a lot of burdens about this reunion. It's almost like you have a little bit of buyer's remorse. That's what it feels like. Maybe I shouldn't have let this person back in. Tell me more about this. We do have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, you still have feelings for this person. We do have the Four of Coins. You've been holding on to them, but I feel like, Sag, if this person comes back, it's much of the same. It feels like they're going to dip in, dip out. It feels like a speed bump. It feels like it changes quickly. It's over in a snap. I feel like the World card is here, but I feel like some of you are going to let them back in because you can't stop thinking about them and the passion and the hope and wish that one day they'll realize that they want this long-term relationship with you. I feel like once you have a conversation with this person, it's still unclear about what their intention is, but you know that you have romantic feelings for them, and so you're going to continue to do that. You're just going to let them in. Some of you, not all of you, are going to let them in, and it's going to end up coming to an end. The reunion ends up being very heavy because the end is here. You still can't let go of them, but now you've just tore open the wound that was beginning to heal back here. That's what it feels like here. Tell me what the outcome is here. Tell me what the outcome is here in this situationship. We do have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the King of Swords, and we have the Justice. I feel like somebody here wants to put a lot of really hard work in to this situation, but I feel like that they're really super honest with you. I feel like they're going to be truthful and honest. Tell me what the King of Swords is here. What is the King going to be honest about here? It's almost to the point of cringe, my friend. It's almost like they give you an ultimatum. That's what it feels like here. The Ten of Cups, Three of Wands. If you're waiting, you're going to wait for a long time. They're just going to be honest with you, Sag. They're going to be dead honest with you. If you want to be in a relationship with me, you're going to have to wait. The Three of Wands are coming in. The Three of Wands is here with the Ten of Cups. They're almost like they keep you... Oh, what is that song? I'm hearing it in my head. They keep you holding on. That's not the one that I'm hearing, though. Oh, you know what it is? Very interesting. It is Elise Myers. I'm sure that most of you are aware of Elise Myers. And if you're not, you should go find her on YouTube. It's a song that she did. And it was like she put up the lyrics and she sang it, and then a lot of people came in and added their background music. And the song is called Unhinged, I think she calls it. I could be wrong with the name of the song. But she says, you brag about me to all of your friends. You say that I'm obsessed, but you drunk down my phone in the middle of the night when I'm all alone, or when you're all alone. And you drove me crazy, kept me close with a maybe when you really meant no. What else does she say there? When you really meant no. Unhinged. Your love isn't anything like you think it is. And then she goes on to say, but I'm sick of it. I'm done. And then she goes back into the rift. Okay, so you're going to find it. If you use those lyrics, you're going to find it somewhere. And that's what I'm hearing while I'm thinking about this. It's like you let this person back into your life, and they're bragging to all of their friends. Oh, Sag is obsessed with me. Sag is obsessed with me. And then this person comes back in. You allow them. You're happy to see them, but it becomes quickly a burden. And I feel that things do end with the World card. I feel like you decide you need to bring things full circle, and that even though you're still holding on to the romance with this person, that you must let them go because they're acting in a way that is unhinged. I feel like they're never going to let you alone. That's what it feels like. That the Page of Wands is telling me they're always going to keep texting you in the middle of the night when they're all alone. Yeah. Yeah. And they're going to keep you close with a maybe when they really mean no. I don't know. Here we go. Think it over, my friend. We'll keep it right there. Think it over. You really need some wisdom about the situation, and then you're going to need to speak it out. You got to say something about the situation before it gets out of hand. I feel like you can stop it dead in its tracks here with the King of Swords just by being really honest. The Two of Cups, the the Hermit and the Knight of Swords tells me that you need to think about it, then you need to say it about whatever's going on here. Do you love me or not? And if you don't, we have fundamental differences. It's time for you to go. So we do have, energy here that is Virgo energy. We do have Pisces and Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We have Libra energy. We do have fire energy, so Aries, Sagittarius, Leo here. Cancer. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. Unhinged. It might be the name of the song. I don't even know. But go see it. Elise Myers is amazing. I'm going to go for now. Love you guys. I'm out. See you when I'm back next. I'll be back because I'm always back. Bye.